Red's drunk.
He is not. He's not feeling well.
Come on, Fez. My dad's drunk.
He is not drunk. He is not feeling well.
Hanging out down the street, the same old thing we did last week.
What I think happens with television shows is that you start and you don't really know. Certainly in our case, we didn't know what it was going to be. Somewhere around episode 12 or so, the first year, you thought, oh, wait, this is getting good.
This is my last day of work, and I didn't get crap. So, let's drink.
And then by the end of the first season into the second season, I think we thought, ooh, we can really do a good job on this.
Hello?
Hello, Mother. This is your son, Eric. I'm not feeling well.
Probably its origins are the same origins as a show like Happy Days. I mean, it's about kids leading their lives.
Can you believe this? I mean, my uncle, he just gave it to me. He gave it to me for free.
That is insane.
This thing is like a bedroom on wheels. No more. Michael, the back seat's too small. Michael, you're on my hair. Michael, you're choking me.
The central character, Eric, is sort of caught between two strong forces. One is his friends who sort of want to lead him astray.
Wow, you could haul plywood in this. Right? Or Donna. Why would I want to haul? Oh, right, okay.
The girl that he wants to connect with, Donna, and parents who have a strong, clear sense of what's right and what's wrong.
What have I lied about?
You lied about the beer keg, the dent in the Vista Cruiser. You lied when you said you weren't taking the car out of town.
Wait, you knew about that?
I do now.
Oh, ha!
Sort of a hard-ass father and a sweet mother.
I happen to know that you put the special ingredient in these brownies.
I told him not to.
Yes. Love.
Oh, yeah. There's a whole big bag of love in there.
You know, I'm glad the plant is closing. It frees me up to do my own thing.
You said, do my own thing.
That 70's show is really fortunate in that it has an author. It was created by Bonnie Turner and Terry Turner and Mark Brazil. But very shortly after it got going, Mark sort of stepped up as the author of the show. And it is Mark's family in some highly modified way.
You sold my car? How could you? Just what in the hell were you thinking?
I thought I was helping because you're always saying how you need money.
For gas! For the car!
Friends are Mark's friends when he was growing up.
So, what do you think?
Yeah. Jackie says it makes me look like Marlon Brando in The Wild Ones. Yeah, I'm so Brando.
Yeah, if Brando had a buddy named Potsy.
I think anytime anything really survives and flourishes, it's because there's a strong, clear, individual voice. Mark's got that, and he gave that life to the show. Everything else, I think, flows from that. The period is very liberating. I mean, we're not saying on every episode, this is something we remember from the past, but it's set in a distant time.
Trick or treat. An apple? Where's my candy, you son of a bitch?
In the beginning, we struggled trying to figure out how to use the 70s but not be trapped in the 70s.
That's the girl that dogged you on that blind date.
So who cares? Hey, let's see what loser she ended up with.
Yeah.
Hello.
Burn! Hey, man, that's a burn.
I think it was very useful once upon a time, for example, that the Foremans have one American car, one Japanese car, that Red's plant closed. There were certain 70s specific kind of economic conditions that were brought to bear on the Foreman family.
Foreman, your dad better get a job and soon, because I'm starving here.
I'll tell him you said that.
It's not polite to remind poor people that they're poor. Less fortunate.
We're not less fortunate. We're just on a budget.
Well, it is a hell of a tiny budget.
It is absolutely inappropriate and disrespectful to talk about how hot somebody else's sister is, no matter how bad you want to give it to her. Right, Councilman?
Oh, man. Oh, man.
What is it, boy? Is there trouble? Is there something you want to tell us about Eric's sister?
I totally did it with her.
We've never said what they're doing when they sit in that circle. There is never a reference to what it is that's going on. The smoke, if you look carefully, is punk. I mean, there's incense around there.
Eric, opportunity does not knock, and then ring the doorbell, and then knock again, and then leave a note that says, sorry, I miss you, and then call you on the phone.
Yeah, we get it, Fitz. And we get it. What my foreign friend here is trying to say, Foreman, is that you blew it, man. And you blew it, man.
I'm losing my patience with you, man.
You gotta get with her.
I mean, there's nothing more beautiful than when two people fit together perfectly, like two of these potatoes. How did they do this?
The fact that the conversations don't quite make rational sense can be explained in lots of different ways.
Maybe this life doesn't even matter, you know? Maybe we're not even here. Or no, maybe I'm here, but you're not. Hello?
You know what the best thing God ever did was? Boobs!
Yes. And God said, let there be boobs. And then there were boobs.
The 70s pot smoking culture has been allowed to live in the 70s shows that we don't hit on it very hard. We don't say what it is. If you care to understand this in a different way, there's probably another way to understand it.
So this is where you work, huh?
Yeah, that's what they say.
Red and Kitty provide a framework for the somewhat anarchic world of the kids. I mean, the original title of that 70s show was Teenage Wasteland, but it's never a wasteland if it's Red and Kitty around, because they're not going to let the kids go to seed. They're going to struggle to keep the kids moving towards what they think is right.
Eric, when your father's in a good mood, what do I say?
No talking?
Thank you.
I told you. Your job is to study hard, get good grades, get a scholarship, go to college, and move away. End of discussion.
And how come Hyde gets to have a job?
Because, Foreman, you have potential. Whereas I'll be success if I stay out of jail.
Exactly.
Oh, no, Stephen, that is not true. It's a little different because he doesn't have any parents.
They're interestingly dysfunctional, and that's what makes them funny. They're functional in the sense that the parents love Eric, and Eric loves his parents. It doesn't mean his father doesn't drive him crazy, and that Eric doesn't drive Red crazy. But I don't think that means dysfunctional. I just think that means conflicted the way real relationships between parents and kids often are.
Eric, you're going to spend some time with your mother.
What'd I do?
Red, don't make it sound like a punishment.
Well, it is.
Red!
It's very important that they love Eric and Eric loves them, and Eric respects them. And even though he detests certain things that Red would impose upon him, Red in particular would impose upon him. So it's functional. I think it's functional with conflict, and the conflict is what's funny.
I'm sorry I made you smoke all those cigarettes.
Okay. Yeah. That's okay.
Actually, I kind of liked them.
Watch it.
No, I bet they'd go great with beer.
So does a swift kick in the ass.
Those are the parents. The parents clearly still are attracted to each other, physically, emotionally attracted to each other. That's very important. These are not dry, desiccated parents. These are parents with heat for each other.
Well, Red and I waited until after we were married, like 5 seconds after we were married. We said, to heck with the receiving line and hit the nearest closet. Good God, that dress must have had 100 buttons down the back, but Red got it off in no time. You wouldn't know it to look at him, but Red's got very nimble fingers. Nimble! And it was just wonderful. Eventually.
I think probably the single most powerful contribution to the aesthetics of the show is Melina Root, who's the costume designer. The clothes are spectacular. I mean, they're beautiful and interesting and weird and funny and found. They're all real.
I didn't mean to cheat, but she forced me. She downright coerced me.
Yeah, that's kind of good.
The key to the success of the cast, viewed from within the 70's shows, they really like each other.
You try to control her, Eric, and the woman always controls the man.
That's true.
Donna does not control me.
Oh, Eric, you have so much to learn, my friend.
I wish Jackie was still controlling me. I love being on the short leash. Put the short leash back on me!
They enjoy watching each other work. And that generosity of spirit, I think, comes through just the way friends in a group like being around each other. These actors like being around each other. That's contributed enormously to the success of the show.
Let me see that for a second.
You know, it's kind of funny that was your guitar.
And funny, and they're funny. I mean, let's not forget we're here to make you laugh.